Thousands of children in Australia are being homeschooled for the first time. And the question is, what are the impacts of online learning? Well, a new report by the Gonski Institute warns that digital technology is more of a distraction and students are less able to focus on education tasks. So joining me now is Professor Pasi Sahlberg, co-author of the report Growing Up Digital. Pasi, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you very much.
Firstly, are you worried about what impact homeschooling will have on children's education?
Yeah, of course, we don't really know what's going to happen and what is the real impact in the long run. I'm particularly concerned about how this situation when children are not studying at school and they're placed in their homes will affect the more disadvantaged children. But it remains to be seen what is the overall impact of this period when the classes are cancelled and schools closed.
Absolutely. I'm interested in what about early learning? Young kids are going weeks without socialising.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the if the family is staying at home and there are more people in the family, that's the less of a problem. But then there are those who don't have the situation where children could hang around with their siblings or parents. That's certainly a big challenge.
Now, I want to talk about your report. It is great that we have technology available so we can do online classes. Will children be able to engage as well as they would be able to at school?
Well, some children certainly do. I think we need to also understand that not everybody here in Australia or other countries have the connections that are reliable and allow children to connect as well as we are doing right now. So I'm sure that there will be tens of thousands of children who would like to connect, but they cannot connect. The other thing is that although our schools have facilities and technology basically to, in theory, do the teaching from the schools and connect with the children and families at home, but the broadband, the bandwidth, or some other parts of the system don't allow to do that. So again, I think that the outcome of this experiment that we are living through now is that we're going to see that there will be a lot of children and families who will suffer from this. And then there will be also families and children who actually will not do worse at all.
With your report, it's kind of a double-edged sword. So with technology, there's 78% of students had a drop in their focus on focusing on tasks. Teachers noticed that there was a 60% drop in physical activity, 78% decrease in student empathy. So these are just impacts of spending too much time online. But we rely on technology so heavily. What other options are available to us other than embracing it?
Well, first of all, we have to be careful when we read these results, because we are not claiming that these trends that you mentioned would be because of the online learning or spending a lot of time with the technology and media. It's a little bit similar to arguing about whether cigarette smoking would be the reason that people get the lung cancer. But we have a reason to believe that these things are connected. I think it's very important for parents and schools as well these days when the children are studying at home, that we pay particular attention to how children spend time with the technology, whether it's their smartphone or computer, and try to find out activities that would be done without using technology. Playing with the children indoors, if you can go outside, increase the playtime outside are excellent choices. But I think that if the parents and schools are really pushing children even further in using the technology, it may have some consequences to children that we are not aware of right now.
Professor Pasi Sahlberg, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you joining me this evening.
Not at all.